One Piece, the main characters, ranked by likability. The Straw Hat Pirates are a fun adventure-loving bunch, but who of One Piece's main characters is the most likable? There's plenty to love out of Eiichiro Oda's iconic pirate adventure. One Piece. It's filled with pirate battles, grand worlds, political intrigue, and new, magical discoveries waiting in every corner. However, while the fantasy may be what gets people through the door, longtime fans stay for the adorable cast. The Straw Hat Pirates are one of the most beloved factions in all of anime. Each member has a unique story and talent to get behind. And their teamwork is equal parts machine and family. With that being said, not every machine part is made equally, and some people are just bound to love certain family members more than others. Looking at you, Big Mom. As such, this list will be taking a special look at the Straw Hats, as it ranks each of them according to likability. 10. Frankie. Each Straw Hat can be an easy fan favorite, but some are just harder to love than others. Look no further than Frankie to find a character a little hard on the eyes in a few ways. For one, he entered the series as a gruesome mob boss that viciously beat down one of the Straw Hats. Even though he left that life behind, Frankie is famous for being a perverse character. Always being a little too comfortable with his body and around women. The series even makes it a running gag that giant robots are not for everyone, inherently making everything about Frankie an acquired taste. Far from being the franchise's most hated character, Frankie still has an infectious energy, imagination, and industriousness that just aren't enough to rank high here. 9. Nami. Nami is one of the crew's earliest members and plays a key role in actually getting everybody to the One Piece. For that matter, she also plays a key role in just directing everyone. She's a strong character with a decent, playful side that helps keep her character dynamic. While Nami has plenty of tears, laughs, and surprises to make her a beloved character. She does lose points for being the classic nag of the crew as well as an aggressive thief. The other Straw Hats fear her for a reason. And while that tendency is a good running gag, no one's denying that the crew's fear is unearned, making Nami a bit unapproachable besides her strength and glowing face. 8. Usopp. Usopp could easily rank high on this list for his comedy and personality on its own. His reactions to anything remotely scary are hilarious, his fights and actions never fail to be creative. And his rapport with the crew as a whole is as good as a storyteller's should be. What keeps him low is a combination of his cowardice and tendency to be a little annoying. Usopp wasn't well received within his own village for a reason. He was just one of those kids who was always competing for attention and would risk his own credibility in the process. Usopp's wishy-washiness on the battlefield can also get old hat pretty quickly and, at its worst, make him seem like the least loyal member of the crew. 7. Jinbei. Jinbei is the fresh fish in the crew, and he's constantly making a good impression. There's no secret that he's a dependable fighter, and he's used that to prove his loyalty against some scary pirates that would give even the leading Straw Hats a run for their money. His pirating experience also makes him another voice of reason for the crew, and his helmsman skills are a much-needed asset. There really isn't a lot to take away from Jinbei at this point. But that's also the same reason why he ranks so low. With the rest of the series ahead of him, Jinbei might jump ahead on this list in the future. 6. Sanji. For a battle series, Sanji is inherently going to rank high on this list. As part of the monster trio, he is one of the Straw Hats' top, tough guy acts and has been a key performer in some of the series' best fight scenes. While those strong legs already carry him on this list, Sanji only becomes more beloved for his suave attitude and incredible affinity for anything with flavor. Sanji loses points here being the perverted womanizer of the Straw Hats. However, seeing how the crew can always keep him in check, he doesn't lose too many points here. 5. Nico Robin. People liked Nico Robin when she first appeared. She was the cool, femme fatale that intrigued fans during the Alabasta arc and added a little more female credibility to the crew when she joined. While that mysteriousness can easily make her likable, Robin managed to get fans to absolutely love her after the Enies Lobby arc. Robin has one of the most tragic backstories in the series and had an entire arc dedicated to loving her. Now, having maintained that mysteriousness while adding on a motherly side, Robin has become one of the most beloved female characters in the entire series. 4. Roronoa Zoro. Roronoa Zoro could have easily been the edgy, brooding parallel to the main character in One Piece. Fortunately enough, he proved everyone wrong with a long history of making people laugh and cheer in addition to loving how edgy he is. Zoro is obviously a pretty cool character. Zoro's sword skills and bounty hunting background feed his stoicism, but he officially made fans love him with how goofy and silly he can be in between the action. Whether he's getting lost or just finding an excuse to cut something, he can make even the broodiest of anime fans smile. Add his clear loyalty to the crew, and Zoro is an easy fan favorite. 3. Brook. On a list covering likability, the musician is always gonna have an advantage, especially given that said musician used to travel and entertain children across the world. Brook just naturally or supernaturally attracts people with his cavalier attitude, chivalry, and outright silliness. That might seem like a jumbled combination, but the gentleman skeleton just makes it work. Brook's skull jokes have become iconic in the series, his songs make the anime essential viewing for any fan, and he's always constantly proving his loyalty and worth to the crew. Though his panties gag can get pretty old, Brook is a clear example of a timeless character. 2. Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy may not have a great understanding of maps, but he can still find his way around the top of this list. Luffy is the very definition of likable. That magnetic personality of his was the reason he was able to assemble his crew in the first place and even inspire an entire army during the Marineford saga. Luffy has the classic shonen vibe that can always inspire fans with its dependability, strength, and confidence. On top of that, Luffy's playfulness and curiosity just make him a fun character to watch on a constant basis. While that might make him seem immature in some instances, he still has quiet moments of surprising wisdom and respect that show that there is still plenty of soul without the afro. Luffy is just the type of person that people wouldn't mind being king of the pirates. 1. Tony Chopper. While Luffy may be the main character, he isn't exactly the most likable character in the series. Despite his legend among shonen series, his attitude and lack of intelligence may come off as a little grating to some fans. If people are looking for a straw hat that is just naturally likable in every sense of the word, then there isn't going to be a better character than someone literally famous for loving cotton candy. Tony Chopper is the beloved physician of the Straw Hats whose bleeding heart is both endearing and reliable. Besides his skills with a syringe, Chopper is also a dependable combatant whose battles never appear like underdog ventures. Last but not least, Chopper is also the young spirit of the crew, complementing the fantasy with eyes and ears excited to look, listen, and cheer for everything.